morning to all of you. So myself Abhishek Kumar from Mechanical Engineering Department. Okay, JCRC Jaipur. So guys, today we have discussed about 4-bar kinematic chain inversion. Okay. So in case of 4-bar kinematic chain inversion, we have already discussed about two inversions based on 4-bar chain and based on double slider crank chain. Okay. So next type of 4-bar chain inversion is single slider crank chain mechanism. Okay. So according to nomenclature, single slider crank chain mechanism, in this mechanism single sliding pair is available and 3 turning pair is available. Okay. So in this inversion, single slider chain mechanism, as per nomenclature, single sliding pair and 3 turning pair, because minimum number of link available in this 4-bar chain mechanism is 4, and with the help of all 4 links we have generate minimum 4 binary joints. Okay. So first of all we have to define total 4 links available in this mechanism. So this is the simple model of quick return mechanism model. Okay. So first of all we have to explain what is the main applications of this mechanism. So this is the mechanism based on single slider crank chain mechanism, and this is the quick return mechanism, and quick return mechanism is also used for shaper machine. Okay. So in our workshop, in shaping machine, when we have to cut raw material from the job, we have to use a simple mechanism which is based on quick return mechanism. As per nomenclature, quick return mechanism means we have already studied. In case of simple quick return mechanism, the material is always cut from the job in forward stroke and the return stroke is not considered. Yeah, in case of return stroke, the material is not removed. Okay. So in case of return stroke, the time required during return stroke is very less with respect to the material cut in case of forward stroke. So first of all we have to explain all 4 links available for this particular mechanism. Okay guys. So first of all, here we see this is the point where the crank is mounted, and the crank is always goes to rotate about this point. Okay. So from this point to that point where the slotted bar is attached, this is the link. Okay. So we have to explain, this is the first link. Okay. Crank and the distance from this center point to this point, this is the crank. We have to assume this is the second link. This is the slotted bar, and slotted bar goes to oscillates about this point, and this is assumed as a link number 3rd. And next this is the behaves as like a slider. Okay. So slider always moves from this point to that point in a groove which is cut in a slotted bar. So total number of link available in this mechanism is 4. First fixed link, first link crank, second link, third slotted bar, and fourth slider. Okay. So first of all we have to define 3 turning pair, where is the at that point turning point is generated and where is the sliding pair is generated. So first of all, crank always goes to rotate either in clockwise or anti-clockwise direction. So first turning pair is generated at this point where the crank is attached, and crank at that point crank goes to rotate either in clockwise or anti-clockwise direction. So at that point first turning pair is created. Second turning pair is generated at this point where slotted bar is goes to rotate. Rotate means partially rotate. Okay. So this slotted bar moves, oscillates about this point. So second turning pair here generated. Okay. So next third turning pair generated where the slider is attached with the crank. Okay. So at this point third turning pair is generated, and last fourth is the sliding pair, in which single slider in case of single sliding mechanism, first sliding pair. So with the help of this slider and with respect to the slotted bar, so here a sliding pair is generated. So guys, first of all we have to already explain. So in case of this mechanism, 4 pairs generated. First sliding pair generated between slotted bar and slider, and 3 turning pair we have already discussed. So this is the total number of pairs, 4. Out of 4, 1 is the sliding pair and remaining 3 is the turning pair. So this is the simple mechanism. But now we discuss how to work this quick return mechanism. So suppose that initially at this position, suppose that this is the initial position of the crank. Okay, so now when we have to rotate crank in and clockwise direction. Okay, so here we see when we have to rotate crank in clockwise direction, so slider is moves towards upward direction in slotted bar. Okay, and after all, at this point, after this point, when we moves crank in same direction, okay, so now this slider is goes to move from upper position to downward position, and this is the extreme position. So in this mechanism, this is the extreme position first and this is the extreme position second. Okay, so when the slider moves, when the slider moves from lower position to upper position, then the crank goes to rotate in clockwise direction. And in this case, here is the indication of, this is the connecting rod and this is the connecting rod again connected with the ram, and at the end of the ram, in case of saper machine, at the end of the ram we have to connect attached single point cutting tool by which we have to cut material from the given job. So okay, so here when the crank goes to rotate from first extreme position to second extreme position, then this indicator is indicate. Okay, so in this position this indicator is moved from here to there. Once again we have to see, when crank goes to rotate in clockwise direction and slider goes to move from lower position to upper position, and in this case this indicator moves from left to right. Okay, so again when we have to rotate crank in same direction, okay, so in this case this slotted bar is again oscillate from right to left, means right to left means second extreme position to first extreme position. Okay, so this is the movement of this here. So this is the complete one cycle, and we have to see when the slotted bar moves from first extreme position to second extreme position, this is the forward stroke. Okay, and again when the slotted bar moves from second extreme position to first extreme position with respect to the rotation of crank in same direction. Okay, so here two angles are generated at the center point of the crank. First, forward stroke angle, because in this case forward stroke angle, this ram is moved in forward stroke and with respect to the ram position, and the tool is also moved in forward direction, and with respect to the forward direction the material has to be moved from the job. Okay, so this is the forward stroke angle, and remaining 360 minus forward stroke angle is called return stroke angle. Suppose that here we see alpha is the measurement of forward stroke angle and remaining beta is the return stroke angle. Either you can say when alpha is the forward stroke angle, then 360 minus alpha is indication of return stroke angle. But in this case we have to represent different angle. Alpha is the forward stroke angle and beta is the return stroke angle. So now we have to a mathematical relation in case of single slider crankshaft mechanism. In this mechanism a device work which is known as quick return mechanism. Okay, we have also says single slider crankshaft mechanism or single slotted quick return mechanism. So here we see the time taken to return a stroke to time taken to forward stroke is just equivalent to the angle covered during the return stroke is to angle covered during the forward stroke. So either we have to say the time taken during forward stroke is to time taken during return stroke is equals to angle covered during the forward stroke. We have already discussed alpha is to beta. Either you have to represent in mathematical form, alpha is to beta is equals to alpha is to 360 minus alpha. Either you have say beta is to 360 minus beta. So you have to simply represent in mathematical form. This is the simple mathematical calculation, and now we have to represent length of a stroke. So length of a stroke is the mathematical calculation. So directly you have to calculate for numerical solving problem, length of a stroke, either you have to see L or S. Okay, length of a stroke is equals to twice of length of fixed link multiplied by crank is divided by length of slotted bar. Okay, so this is the simple mathematical equations by which we have to solve the numerical based on single slider crankshaft mechanism, either you have to say quick return mechanism. That's all. Okay, thank you.